and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today is Valentine's Day, and I have decided to revisit William's and Catherine's relationship today. Uh, what I did lately about their relationship was a double pentagram reading. And for those of you who haven't been on my channel, you can find the playlist of double pentagram readings, and you can find that reading there. It wasn't an easy reading, and I really felt bad about it. And it was before the Netflix, it was before Spare. And then I thought that maybe in retrospect, I kind of understood why I got that reading. And I decided to revisit that with a reading later on. And Valentine's Day seems like the great day to do that. Okay, so I have quite a few decks here, and this deck is a 22 major arcana deck that is called the Lover's Tarot by Jane Lyle. Now, this deck also has a 78 regular deck, but it's nearly impossible to get, very, very expensive. So I'm still hoping to be able to get it in a reasonable price. But in the meantime, I'm going to use this for a significator card to let us see the main theme of William and Catherine's relationship. And then I'm going to use the Lover's Path Tarot for another doubled pentagram reading. And I will explain the reading every step of the way once again, so it will be clear for each and every one of you. And the oracle decks today, it will be two different oracle decks. One is the Heart and Soul oracle that is shaped like a heart. But it is more than just love. It's also about the soul. It's also about deeper feelings. And the other is Soulmate Love Messages, which is really mainly about love messages. It doesn't have any ominous cards in it. These decks actually come from Etsy. I think that I said in the past that I don't remember where I got these cards, and then I found out I got it on Etsy. But they're not expensive, and they have all sorts of decks, all sorts of mostly love oracles, but all sorts of love oracles. Okay, so let's start by clearing this deck. First of all, let me say my disclaimer. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such, may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's start with the disclaimer card. I'm starting with clearing this deck. Not disclaimer card, I'm sorry. Significator card. Let's do that again. Hard for me to shuffle these big cards with my small hands. Okay, let's start asking. So a card to describe William and Catherine's relationship. A significator card to describe William and Catherine's current relationship. Okay, the card that I'm getting is death. So death is actually a very good card. Death is all about change, things that are changing, and they are changing in a very profound way. So William and Catherine's relationship and their whole life has changed, and we know that it has changed very profoundly lately. They are not only the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, they are now the Princess of Wales, they are now the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall, and the Duke and Duchess of Clarence as well. So they just now, last week, decided to, they went to see Cornwall and to see people in Cornwall. So the death card is a card that speaks about it's time to start living. So I like this card when it is talking about relationship, because it shows a couple that understands that they need to move forward. They need to leave behind this war zone that includes all of those dead bodies and everything behind. They need to leave behind that and move forward, to go forward into the sunlight, into a better life. It's about change, and a change that is for the better. So their life has changed. Everything about their life has changed. They moved before the Queen died, and then the Queen died. So it's also revolving around change, around death, but it is about change. And now there's going to be a coronation. Things are going to change in a very profound way, and their relationship is changing in accordance to that. So this is a good card, and I'm glad to see that, because it shows that this change is not something that can be reversed, but it's also a change that nullifies everything that was before. So it's not something that can change back, and it's not something that is builds upon something that was before. It's a complete change. It's something that starting something new. It's killing whatever was in the past and moving forward. Okay, so let's clear this deck and start with the double pentagram reading. So I'm just clearing the deck. Okay, so what I'm starting to do is I'm going to investigate William and Catherine's relationship, and I'm going to lay out the cards, and then before I open the cards, I will explain exactly what I'm doing. So I want to investigate William and Catherine's relationship today on Valentine's Day. I want to investigate the relationship between the Prince and Princess of Wales, Prince William and Princess Catherine, today, Valentine's Day 2023. I want to investigate the relationship between Prince William, Princess Catherine, Princess of Wales, today, the current relationship between Prince William and Princess Catherine, Prince and Princess of Wales. So in this reading, I'm cutting only once. And we're putting the cards this way. Catherine is going to be set here, and William is going to be set here. So the first card is going to be Catherine's head, and then William's head. Second card is Catherine's left leg, and then William's left leg. Next card is Catherine's right hand, and then William's right hand. Next card is Catherine's left hand, and then William's left hand. Next card is Catherine's right leg, and then William's right leg. And then Catherine's heart, William's heart. And now we get the past, the present, the future, and the potential. Now, there are some cards that we don't need here, and the cards that we don't need are the cards that are not connecting between William and Catherine. And these cards are Catherine's right and left, and right hand and right leg, because they are outside, and William's left hand and left leg that are not going towards Catherine. So now we can take these cards a little bit to the side so it won't be so there'll be some space between the cards. And now we're starting to analyze. So the legs card are the bases, or what are they standing on? And what it shows us is what William and Catherine are feeling that they are standing on. So this is a subjective feeling of how William feels that he's standing on, or how Catherine feels that she's standing on. And this is something that they feel that is coming from the way that the other one is letting them feel. And this comes from the hands, because Catherine is letting William feel something, because this is, and she's doing that with her hand, and William is giving or doing things with his hand. So this is how he acts, and this is the way that he's inflicting the way that Catherine feels. So these are subjective cards that show how Catherine and William feel that they are getting what they are getting from their partners, and these are the way that Catherine and William act towards their partners. And then we get the heads, which are the way that they are talking towards one another, the way that they are thinking. And then we have the hearts that are showing us what they are feeling inside. So let's start with William's leg. And William's leg is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is a card of someone who is feeling doubts. Now, that doesn't mean that he is really, that he really needs to feel doubt. But once again, it is a subjective feeling. So when a person feels doubt, why does he feel doubt? Probably because things are happening around, probably because of false rumors, probably because of someone around that is causing some kind of loss of faith, someone who is causing some kind of a loss of trust. So this is a card that shows that William himself has these doubts, and doesn't have to be that it's something that connects to Catherine, but it is connected with a lot of things that happened lately that cause him to feel those doubts. And those doubts are not necessarily connected to his connection with with Catherine, but are things that are connected to things that are happening around him, and all of those false rumors, all of those actions that happened in the past few weeks, all of those outsiders that came out with also all sorts of false information. These things are causing a lot of doubt, and there was a lot of gossip with malice. There was a lot of wrong advice that was given probably to William, probably to Catherine, probably to the king. And I think that this shows a lot of frustration that William feels. But let's see, how does Catherine make him feel? And we're getting here the Ten of Staffs. So the Ten of Staffs is a card that shows overload. So this shows that now we can understand why William is feeling doubts, because this is what Catherine is showing. And despite the fact that Catherine is, to the public, shows that she is very happy and she's easygoing, and it doesn't seem as if it's very hard for her, but it is. And this is what, when they are talking together, she is telling that to William. And she is showing that she is, that it's hard for her. The Ten of Wands is a card of overload. It's a card of someone that it's too much for him. And once again, it doesn't have to be the work. It could be everything that they went through in the past few months, that it was way too much to take upon herself. And this is causing the doubts. The fact that Catherine is showing some kind of feelings that it's way too much for her, that it was all of those rumors about who made who cry, about the bridesmaids' dresses, about whether or not she's a hugger, and the fact that she needs to show the world that she is a hugger. So in every outing that they have, she has to find someone she knows to hug, so that everyone will tell the world that she is a hugger. These things take a lot of emotional price, and it's an overload. It's an emotional overload. It's a lot to take upon. And as I said in the beginning, a lot of things changed, but sometimes it's really hard. And everything that they went through in the past few months are difficult. And this is what she's showing when they're talking between themselves. She is showing or telling Prince William that it's very hard for her, and he is doubtful whether she will be able to handle it in the way forward, whether or not all of those false rumors will they be able to fight all of those false rumors, all of that gossip with malice that the other side is trying to spread. So we can see that all of what they went through is still taking a big toll on their relationship. Now, on what basis does Catherine stand? And what we're getting here is the Lover's card. So first of all, Catherine feels loved. And this is a very good card. The Lover's card is also talking about being total. So being total is about being total with love. It's about being total with the relationship. It's also about being total with cutting out whatever is unnecessary from your life's pathway. It's looking at your life's pathway, looking at what is redundant from your life's pathway, and deciding together as a couple what is not helping you in your way forward. So Catherine is getting from William the feeling, first of all, that he loves her and that he is willing to go with her on this way forward, even if it means cutting out people and things that are not helping them in the way forward. So he understands her, he understands how she feels, and he's willing to help her. And even if it means cutting out things that he might not want to at the beginning, but he understands that he needs to do that for her mental health. So this is what she's getting from him. And what is he giving her as that lets her feel loved so much? And we're getting the Nine of Cups, which is the wishes come true. And this is, we can understand why she feels loved, because this is a card of a lot of emotions. This is a card of someone who is very loving. This is a card of someone whose wishes has come true. This is a card of someone who is just happy and knows how to accept happiness and abundance. This is a card of someone who is in a good place. So this is once again in their relationship, and this is the assurance that William gives Catherine. He shows her how much he loves her, and I love this way of how this woman is opening her hands to all of these cups, because it's like when my children were very small and they would ask me how much I love them, I would open my hands this wide and I would say this much, and all the way to the moon and back. So this is like this much. This is how much I love you, and this is why Catherine feels loved. This is why she feels that she has someone that she can trust, that will help her get through this very difficult time. And it looks like this is even more difficult for Catherine to get over than for William. It looks like William has more. It's easier for William to go get over all of these things than for Catherine. Okay, so let's look at William's head, or the way that he's communicating with Catherine. And what we're getting here is desire, which is card number 7. It's the story of Tristan and Isolde, but it also is about the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about having faith that you can have your dreams come true. This is about getting your dreams no matter what. This is about chasing your dream. This is about being able to get your dreams make them a reality. This is what William is talking to Catherine. He is verbalizing his dreams. He's talking about what he wants to achieve, the things that he wants to get, the things that he wants to create, about his ideas, about his dreams, everything that he wants to do and everything that he wants to achieve as Prince of Wales, as the Duke of Cornwall, as the future king. So all of these things, he is talking about those things. He is verbalizing these things. He's being very inclusive with Catherine. And as we can see here, these couple are very much together. So they are together at this, venture, at this going together to chase on further for their dreams. What is Catherine talking about? What is Catherine ideas? What is she talking to with William? And we're getting here triumph. Triumph is the world card. It's also Dionysus and Ariadne. And this is another card of lovers, but this is all the Lover's Path Tarot, so all of the major arcanas are around couples and lovers. But this is the world card. So this is about achieving achieving some kind of a triumph, achieving some kind of achieving a successful adventures. This is about new beginnings, what she just started, her own, what she calls her life's mission, the early years project. This is about new beginnings. This is about endings of things. As we saw, this is the significator card of their relationship, because it's ending of things and new beginnings. So it's interesting to see that both of them are talking about things that are spiritual. Both are in the spiritual realm. Both are major arcanas. So both of them are talking about things that they want to achieve. Both of them are talking about things that they want to get. William is talking about his dreams. Catherine is talking about ending things and starting new things. This is about getting the world see that you are achieving the things that you set to achieve. This is about getting the new things that you wanted. This is about getting the perfect things that you wanted. So these two things are going very well together. So that shows that they have a lot in common. This is what this shows. If we had here two cards that are not talking to one another, it would show that we have a couple here that don't have anything in common. This shows that they have a lot in common. Okay, so Prince William's heart. And the heart is the most important thing because it shows how William feels. And William feels balance. Another major arcana, it's Venus and Vulcan. And balance is the Temperance card, which is the card of believing. It's a card of faith. So William has a lot of faith in Catherine. He has a lot of faith in that relationship. The Temperance card is a card that speaks about believing in miracles, believing that things can happen by themselves, the believing that you have the ability to turn lead into gold. So this is about really having the faith that everything will be okay. And because he has that faith, he can really help Catherine with the hard time that she's going through. How does Catherine feel? And Catherine is another major arcana, and she feels very fortunate. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about feeling lucky, but is also about taking our destiny in our own hands. So it's about creating our destiny, creating the future, creating the change. So this is another change card. And in the Wheel of Fortune, usually the change is a change that starts in the inside and goes all the way to the outside. And this is this card shows that everything comes from above. But also we have a lot in us that we can navigate the change. So it's not just things that are happening because Zeus comes to Dana. It's things that are happening because okay, we have luck, we have well, things that are just happening because they're happening, but we also have a lot of, let's say, well, a lot of say, a lot of way of how to create our own destiny. So this is what this card is all about, and it's also very beautiful to see that both of them are in the spiritual realm when we're talking about their feelings. So it's a very spiritual love as well, and both of them have very beautiful cards because he is feeling very balanced because she's creating balance in his life, and she feels very fortunate because she met the love of her life. So it's beautiful, just beautiful to see, and I'm so happy that I did this spread today. Okay, so first card is the past of their relationship, and in the past we get the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a card of speed and velocity. It's also a card that shows that they were in the right place, in the right time. It is a card of communication. It shows that was a very that this was the right relationship. This was the right thing to do for both of them. And things were not happening very fast because they did not get married in 2 years like Harry and Meghan, but they fell in love very fast. They started living together before they even fell in love, but they started having a relationship very fast. And it shows that they were in the right place in the right time. It shows that was the right thing to do. So this was the right relationship for both of them. In the present, we see the Nine of Staff. So the Nine of Wands is a card that shows that in the present it's not very easy. And as you can see, we have the 8, we have the 9, and we have the 10, because it hasn't been easy. Right now they are holding on towards the next obstacle and the last obstacle, and it's like Catherine is about to collapse because every time something comes out to the media, she just cannot stand it any longer. And it's like William is holding her hands and telling her, just calm down, because it's only one more thing and then everything will be okay. Because this is what the Nine of Wands is saying. The One of Wands is talking about holding on towards the last obstacle and then everything will be okay. So it shows that right now they are going through a very difficult time. This is not something that we can mask, and it shows. So despite the fact that they have a very spiritual love, and despite the fact that they have a lot of plans that they want to do, but in the earthly plane, they are going through quite a lot. And as much as William loves Catherine, and just see that William has a lot of emotions. So we have the Nine of Cups here, we have the Four of Cups here. So despite the fact that there's a lot of love and emotions here, it's not enough to put aside all of those obstacles that are coming in their way. Okay, so the future of their relationship, and the future is magic, which is Merlin and Viviana, and that's the magician, which is about creating from nothing. This is about being the big creator. This is about this is together having the intuition, knowing what is right, This is about being able to create. This is about being ordered and organized. This is about having skills. This is about being able to manifest. This is about having the potential together to create beautiful things. So if we're talking about wanting to make those dreams come true, if we're talking about wanting to start some new things, this is the card that comes right after the world card, because after a process ends, we need to start something new. And in order to start something new, we need to be able to manifest. And to be able to manifest, we need to magician. So this is the future of their relationship, to be able to manifest everything that they are dreaming about. And the potential of their relationship is what is the potential of them being able to realize that future. And the card that I'm getting is the first card of Pentacles. And it's funny because up until now I said, wow, no Pentacles in this spread at all, and I thought to myself, wow, because there's no connections to money at all in their relationship. And then comes the Six of Coins in the potential. And what does it mean? The Six of Coins is a card that speaks about getting what you deserve. If you give, then you get. And their potential depends on what they give the universe or what they give others. And if they give others, then the potential gets better. This is a card of second chances. This is a card of being in the right place. So it is a card that shows that if they are giving, and they are giving, right now they gave this big donation to what happened in Turkey, the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. They are giving, so they will receive. As long as they are giving, their potential to realize everything in their relationship is going to be higher and higher. So altogether we see that this is a great relationship, a lot of love, a lot of emotions, but we could also see the hardships. The hardships do reflect in this relationship. Okay, so that's the tarot. And let's see what the oracles say. So we'll start with the Heart and Soul Oracle, another oracle deck that is hard to shuffle. So let's clear it. Sorry. Okay, let's start asking. So, William and Catherine's relationship. William and Catherine's relationship. And this is the card that came up. Tune into the subtle and divine force within me, and you shall sense this subtle and divine force within yourself and all living things. Over the coming days, there is a heightened sense of spiritual connection with Isis, god of motherhood, magic, and fertility. Interesting, because in the yearly reading for Catherine, I did get a lot of hints about a fourth child. So it's interesting. will we get another child? And there have been talks about Meghan is declaring a third child pregnancy, and people have been saying that there is no way that Catherine will. And Catherine herself said that William will kill her if she decides to have another child, but you can never know. Okay, so let's see, what do the soulmate love messages say? Let's clear the deck. So, love message for Catherine and William. A love message for Catherine and William. I am a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. Beautiful. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.